Welcome sports fans, welcome back to another episode. I'm your host Joe Mar.
I am Rush.
And this is This or That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting and hot sports topics, discussions, debates and reactions on the whole internet.
Yes, people. So today we're going to be reacting, as you see from the title, so we're not going to tell you much. We'll be reacting to the Character Games Under 20 Girls 4x1 race. It was a special one last week, bro. I forget what 2 cents for it.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, stay tuned. We're going to be watching the race. So watch it with us and comment. What do you think about this race? Before we go into the video, where you want them before?
I want you to like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And if you're subscribed, I want each one of our subscribers to get us at least 5 subscribers. Because if you guys can do that, you know how many subscribers it get us by the end of the day? So just do what you need for the people.
Yeah. So, again, we're going to be watching the Under 20.
But even before I watch the video, right, the point of this is to focus on the final 3 legs.
Yeah.
Right? And the girls in the final 3 legs. Brianna Liston and the Clayton twins. That's really where we're headed towards. After breaking down the race, we want to speak at length about those 3 girls.
Yeah.
Because I really do believe that they are the heir to the throne, bro.
Yeah.
So let's break down the race. Let's talk about Usi and let's talk about the Clayton sisters and Brianna Liston.
Alright, let's go. This is the race, people. Carifta Under 20 Girls.
World record.
Let's watch it.
Serena Cole places out on the blocks for the Jamaicans. Already closes down on Bermuda. The Jamaicans are flying with Tina Clayton, the 100 champion. The world under 20 champion. Destroys the field on the backstretch. She will hand over to Brianna Liston. Liston running a super curve for the Jamaicans. The rest of the field out of shot. Can they execute the final change? Tia Clayton has the baton and she is surging down the home stretch. The world record is under threat. Tia Clayton is flying and Jamaica will break the world record. 42.59.
Superb. But I don't want it to be unfair. You know, that first leg was a really good first leg. The race was won from the first leg. So
yeah, she won a bullet first leg. It reminds me of when we saw Shelly and Fraser would have started a really long ago, you know, before she started to take over the anchor duties. You know, we would have seen Shelly and Fraser start a few 4x1s in her career. It was a powerful start. She got out hard, you know, she did the country proud. And Serena Cole really showed her class. And she was one of the outstanding championship athletes this year as well. She did really well. However, I think it should have been overshadowed by the 3 girls who we'll talk about at length further on in this video.
Alright, but the race though, we can break down the race a little bit more. It seemed like, I can talk about the intent of the race. They clearly wanted to break the record.
For sure.
They clearly wanted to break the record. And also, if you look at the race, the button changes weren't always great. I think
so the first one from Cole to Clayton to Tina.
One.
Yeah, the first one Cole to Tina. It wasn't a great button exchange. You know, and we saw some technical mishaps there. We saw that the communication wasn't good. You saw that, you know, they weren't really running on the same wavelength. However, our talent was just so overwhelming that it was able to combat the poor button exchange. Because you can see it wasn't as smooth as you'd expect. But after the button change though, bro, we saw straight fire on the track.
And which one of the legs were your favorite, or which you think was the best leg ran by the girls? I personally like the curve that Liston ran.
Yeah. Alright, so personally I don't have the splits.
Yeah.
So I won't like speak technically from a standpoint, but Tina Clayton, bro, on the back straight, bro, she really ate up the track. Yeah. She seemed powerful and she showed that she was indeed the best 100 meter runner in the world under 20 years old. Did you see how she ate that back stretch up? Yeah. As again, reminding me of a one Johan Blake when he would pour down the back stretch, or you know, we've seen times where Nesta Carter, or Michael Frater, sorry, would pour down the back straight for the Jamaican 4x1 teams of the past. It was a very powerful back straight, and she really showed her class in that. She showed that she was indeed the best 100 meter sprinter of the lot.
Now to the meat of the matter. These 3 girls, the Clayton sisters and Liston. How special are these girls? And are these the golden children for the next generation of Jamaican sprinters?
So
maybe too early to say, you know, but this is special from them?
I don't think it's too early to say. I've been on the train since class 4. I remember the first time seeing these girls. They were just a cut above, and they continued transitioning.
And one didn't leave the other. They are progressing together, and they are progressing well.
Yeah, they're progressing on the same trajectory in which they started.
That's what I'm saying. One didn't make a super junior and one fell off. They are both progressing together.
What do you think the dynamic is in the household though? That's something that I've always speculated about. I'm not necessarily sure of it, but I've always wondered, because Tina is just so much better.
Yeah.
Tina is just so much more powerful, and as they've gotten older, they're about 17 now, we see where Tina is physically bigger than her sister. You know, she's a bigger girl, so not only is she better on the track, but physically she's more dominative. What do you think is the dynamic?
I don't think there will be a bad dynamic, because at the end of the day, your sister is the best in the world and you're second, which means that you're really good. You understand? And who better to lose to than the person you're training, the person you sleep in the same house with?
Yeah.
I think there's a really good dynamic between these girls. You can't tell though, because before or after the race, they give no expression. They're not very emotional. You can't read their faces, especially Tia. You can't read her face. You don't know if she's happy, you don't know if she's sad.
The one time I really saw emotions from both these twins was when Tia Clayton would have fall started a few championships ago. And you can see how devastated she was. And I think she was anxious, bro, because she really wanted to get up and beat her sister. And Tia is famous for having a good start, an even better start than her sister, right? And she got up a bit fast and she was disqualified, and you can see how it profoundly impacted her sister, because Tina as well, who was still in the race, was very emotional, because it would have been the first time that she had to have completed a race without her sister by her side, without her sister there in second place.
And you can see she was looking for her at the end of the line. I can tell you that she was not looking at the record board. She was looking for her sister. I just feel like there's a good dynamic between them. I'd love to have an interview with them, bro. We can probably try and see if we can get that done. But do you think they can make the transition though?
No,
they're what, 17?
They're running fast enough to already make the transition. Like, I think the only reason they haven't made the transition yet is because they're still running under 20. Like, I think these girls right now are solid professional senior runners.
No, but we've seen, you know, athletes that are, you know, right on the brink of making it professional. Where if you were 19, 20 years old, you'd be running professionally. But those 2 or 3 years before they fully transition to professional, the workload on them are so heavy, you know, that they don't make the transition. It's not a talent problem. It's their careers are not being managed properly. Schools are trying to win champs. Jamaica trying to dominate at Carifta and World Games and stuff like that. So, can we manage these girls and ensure that they make the transition? Because this is special. This is special indeed.
Based on everything that I see, bro, with these twins, especially Tina, I don't see what should stop them from continuing to progress, because since 12 years old they've progressed gradually and very well, right? They've always been on top, they've always been with each other, they've always been doing well, and I do think that it's going to transition. I'm waiting for this crop of, because keep in mind, the senior athletes that we have now, they were running championships before the emergence of Edwin Allen. So since Edwin Allen emerged, I think now is the time where we're going to see Edwin Allen athletes matriculate into the senior program. So I'm really curious to see how that works out, how the Edwin Allen golden generation over the past decade or so, how those girls really make a serious transition into the senior sport. Curious to see that. But another girl that might challenge them if she decides to pursue the 100, because she did run it in champs, but Carifta game she did not run the 100. Brianna Liston. She, bro, I was speaking to somebody and they said that they believe that she would go on to be the best sprinter out of the lot. What do you think about her?
What's her age?
All of them are 17.
Right now, I think Tina is ahead of all of them. But I think
Brianna Liston
is closer than Tia.
Brianna Liston beat them in the 200.
Yeah.
So Brianna Liston won the 200 at chance.
The 100 though, I feel like Tina is leading right now, but I feel like Liston is ahead of Tia. But if you get what I'm saying.
Well, we saw it in the champs because Tia came third, Brianna Liston came second, and Tina came first.
Over the 200?
Over the 200, Brianna Liston is by far and away the best 200 meter runner. I'm not sure if she will go on to do 1-2
right.
or she just focus on 2. I heard somebody asked her about 400 and she was like,
No.
She was like, no way, she's not going down that road. So curious to see the chances. But Brianna Liston, bro, technically, she's very good. She's very calm. She's very composed, and you can see that it's just in her feet. She's not running her head. And for all of these young girls, but Brianna Liston, bro, I'm not sure. I can't tell the future. I think she will go on to do great things, especially in the 200 meters. And let's see if she can catch up to Tina. But as we can see, Tina is more powerful. I would expect Tina to be the better 200 meter runner. But so it's shocking how it's flipped, because Tina looks more powerful than Brianna. Brianna is slender and slim, but Brianna destroys them in the 200 meter.
Yeah. But hey, people, that's it. That's our opinion. Yeah, we're not going to make it too long. I want you guys to digest the video. And I know this is not what you're used to from us, but we're going to be covering everything Jamaican sports.
As I said, get used to it, because especially when we have talent to follow, bro, it's easy to follow talent.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I don't think we mentioned this 4x1 by these 4 girls. They broke the world under 20.
Yeah, we didn't mention that.
They shattered it. It was, and as we mentioned, the button changes weren't as smooth as it should have been. With more practice, I think, because these girls, they wouldn't have run a 4x1 together before character. The team that would have ran at the World Juniors is not the same team. So they spoke to the coach about it, and he's like, yo, I'm just putting my 4 fastest girls on the track and let everything else figure itself out. So I think with more time, and as I said, all these girls are young, the first year of class 1, I think they can go forward and the greater things, bro.
Loving it. People, more track content to come, more NBA content to come, and more football content to come. We're not gonna stop. Big summer coming up also, a lot of Jamaican international football playing. So a lot of that to cover. Big year, bro. Thank you guys for the support. We're edging in on 2,000. Get us there. There, bro.
As I said before, if you guys can share this video to 5 people and get us 5 subscribers each, 2,000 is a walk in the park. Just doing enough for the people. But with that said, until next time, this was This or That Sports TV.
And you're out.